And let's take you to Philadelphia right now, where the ballpark camp 5 for Friday. Kevin Millar, let's talk shop here, man. The Phillies and the D-backs. Philadelphia has not lost with their new manager, Rob Thompson. They've won 7 in a row. The D-backs are hanging in there, right below 500. And Philadelphia and Atlanta both chasing the Mets in the NL East. The NTT Ballpark camp, now in Atlanta, home of the world champion Braves. Atlanta has won 8 in a row. They're ahead of Philadelphia, and they're clicking now, facing the Bucks, a team that, look, you know, the whole should beat. I'm not into the whole should beat thing. I'm not into that soft schedule thing. I don't buy that. But give me your take. Give me your take on the confidence level that you would have if you were the Mets in holding this lead all the way through the summer.
That's why you build this lead, because not everybody's going to be perfect. You're going to lose your 2 starting pitchers. You're going to have injuries, just like the rest of the whole league, and all the struggles is because somebody's hurt, and then when we're going to get hot again. Let's just be real clear. And I know that you're a big Mets fan, Matty, and that's why I love you. And I love the Mets fans, and I love actually baseball fans, because it's like the sky is falling no matter what. If you go a little bit down, oh, my God, oh, here comes Philly. Here comes Atlanta. Yeah, you're right. It's the big leagues, and there's great teams. I'm fine with where the Mets are. Mets are a better club than we all thought. Now you look at the Braves, who got off to a very slow start last year and kind of just hovered around 300 or 500, and all of a sudden, boom, it's who plays the best the last 6 weeks of the year. End of story. So you could pick 15 teams, 14 teams, 12 teams. You got Bryce Harper and the Phils, which I don't know, Mr. Thompson, is that good that you just won every game since you've taken over? And Joe Girardi's got to be sitting here scratching his head like, well, I mean, I said this was a talented team, but you never expect them to win every game once you're dismissed. But I'll tell you this. These were the 3 teams we talked about before the season started. End of story. We thought that this would be closer as of right now, and it hasn't been. Mets are the way better club of all these teams in the East. Now, they got a little hot. This makes it more exciting because I'm bored looking at these standings. 6.5, 7.5, second place, 6.5, 7.5, 7, but 6.5. You know, you got the West is kind of cool. You got the Central and the American League is kind of cool, but it's just kind of like everybody's kind of like 7.5 out. So now it's like, yeah, let's bring some excitement, and then you'll know where your Mets are at.
Well, I'm going to cap this off by saying that if I had to pick a team that could overtake the Mets, by far, hands down, Atlanta. Bullpen, defense, better than Philadelphia. And as we learned a year ago, they know how to win in a big spot. The Philadelphia team, very talented offensively. They have not learned to win yet. And I do not believe this would be their year. Now we are in Washington, Kevin, with Milwaukee, Washington. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you with the fact that Milwaukee has dropped 6 games in a row, and now St. Louis is right there with them atop the Central?
Yeah, I'm not concerned because this is a good ball club, right? Peralta and Woodruff has been out. Yeah, they've got outscored, 38-9. I got to put my show shades on. When you become a dad, guys at home that are watching that don't wear glasses, trust me, I had 15-20 vision, could recognize a slider, I couldn't hit it. Now I got to wear reading glasses. My point is this. They've been outscored 38-9 during their 6-game losing streak. Once again, Matty, you go cold. It's a tough game. Josh Hader gives up a couple runs like, holy cow, the sky is falling. No, it's not. They'll get back on track, so I'm not concerned at all because Craig Counsell has this team locked in and day out. You just will go through times when the hitters don't hit and the pitchers don't pitch, or a few injuries. Once again, we're talking about 2 top-of-the-rotation guys that have been out. Right. When they come back, this team is good. And who in the Central is better than this team? Cardinals are right there, 100%. So, yeah, you could say those 2 guys are there. But, I mean, Pittsburgh and Chicago and Cincinnati, it's just battle on and go fight win.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just say, I'm going to kind of echo what you said. Peralta and Woodruff are both out. When they come back, this is going to be a final week, 10-day, final 10 days of the season kind of thing, because I don't think either team is vastly better than the other team. That's just me. So we're going to move on here because Grillo is in my ear. Grillo is in my ear.
Yes, his name's Mark.
Yeah, I know. Is it Mark? Because I wasn't even sure until you just said it. So, okay.
Muscle marinara.
Let's talk about this. The Mets and the Angels. And Tyler McGill is back. And the Angels snapped that extended losing streak. What was it, 14, guys? I lost count at 10. So it was 14. They had not named a starter. So what are you thinking here? I mean, what are you thinking? Can the Angels save this season and become or remain a playoff contender?
Something made me mad with the Angels, and I don't know exactly what it was other than they lost 14 straight. And I just talked about this with some boys club last night and trying to explain. When things go bad, it's weird, right? And we've all been through losing streaks and at this level. But to lose 14 straight is almost uncalled for because you have to, at some point, will your way. Somebody's got to grab the baseball, and they almost did. They lost 1-0. Phil Nevin's second game, I believe, against the Red Sox. That was a tough one. 1-0. But you grab this baseball and you say, yeah, I'm going 9 today. We're going to win. I don't care. We shave our heads. You get the Mike Trout, full hawks. You pull your socks up. You go no batting gloves. But you have to just go boys club. We meet in somebody's suite. Maybe Phil Nevin has everybody over at his house in San Diego. That's the stuff that happens. You know what I'm saying? And that's about, another hour and 20 up the road. I think 405. It should take you 3 days at 5 o'clock traffic. But that being said, I do think the Angels can be a team to contend. They were our darling team 2 months ago. I mean, for the first 2 months, right? We're like, wow, they almost were taking over the Astros. The Dusty Baker's like, nah, we're the Kings, but this team's too good not to. So, yeah, they went through the worst losing streak ever. Go Angels. They'll get back on track and see what they can do.
And they said you weren't into analytics. That was really well done. You dug deep on that one. Think about this.
See?
You see their record. They're under 500 by 3 games. Forget about everything that happened up until now. If I told you on July what's today? Where are we? June? June whatever we are, or June 10th.
October.
That they were.
Halloween's tomorrow.
If I told you that they were 2.5 games back of a wild card right now, you'd say that's pretty good. That's where they are. So, yes, I agree with you. I think they're still a possible playoff team. NTT Ballpark Cam, inside Oracle Park. Kevin, that is pure heaven. That place is just, it's like a Disney World for baseball fans. I love it.
Yeah, no, it really is. I'll elaborate on that because that's a big word for me. But it is heaven, and it's for baseball fans. I enjoy playing here. Probably my favorite National League park. Back to you, Matt.
Yeah, okay. So the question for you is, with Walker Buehler on the mound tonight, will Walker Buehler have more strikeouts than Steph Curry has threes in the NBA Finals against Boston tonight?
That's a tough one because Steph Curry, the NBA, they just drop and they just drop and they just drop. So Steph will probably go. That's such a great question. I'm going to say Walker Buehler has more strikeouts than Steph Curry has three-pointers. Walker Buehler will go out there and strike out. I'm going to give him 10. 10 Ks for Walker. Steph drops 9 three-pointers, which would be 3 times 9 is 27. He'll go the foul line, probably another 10 points. So he'll end up with 37 and then a few twos. He'll end up with 46 points tonight and drop 9 three-pointers. Walker wins.
Well, if I told you that Walker Buehler's strikeouts per 9 is down to 7.7 compared to 9.2 last year, that's a huge difference. I'm going to go with Steph Curry. I say Steph Curry has more Ks than Walker Buehler tonight against San Francisco. Not that you asked me, but I told you anyway. Let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. We're now at Busch Stadium. Hey, it's the Reds and the Cardinals, and this is a topic very close and near and dear to your heart. Kevin Millar's 52-game on-base streak. Paul Goldschmidt is now at 45. What the heck is that? That's a base.
No. Goldie. I started tickle bunny with Goldie. Goldie's a very sweet, awesome dude. Houston, Texas boy. I've been a fan of Paul Goldschmidt for years, right? You get 9 words a month. He's just a professional hitter. He's going to have old batting gloves. But this streak that he's on, a lot of guys get to that 45, Goldie. And what I'm doing is, I'm sorry about this. I didn't mean to. This is such an arrogant thing, but I'm just leaning on Kevin Millar's streak. It's just an Orioles record, not a big deal. Ken Singleton, little undrafted kid out of LA City Junior College. But I had speed. Paul doesn't. I could run. He can't run. It's a tremendous. What? I had 8 bags in 12 years. Is that bad?
No, I know. It's actually better than most of us.
Oh! Santana was 51. Oh! Oh, I thought I homered. That's unbelievable. What happened?
Did you?
That's amazing.
Yeah, but were you walking around even more arrogant than you are now back then?
No. I was just cowboy down. But no, honest to God, I am pulling for Goldie. I'm a fan of Goldie. Goldie, if you don't beat Uncle Kevin, we got issues. I got 52 right here. If that's not some incentive, go get you some. Go get you some, Goldie. Everybody can get 45. You go get 5-3. You put this down. That's a piece of art right there, Matt.